Today, Disney Plus released an original movie by the name of Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made, and I sadly ended up watching it. I am very much regretting it right now. But we're about to talk about that in a little bit. Before we do so, if you want to see more reviews just like this one, make sure to click that like and subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any reviews as well as reactions, rankings, and a bunch of cool series that I like to do on the channel. But most importantly, you want to stay up to date with all things Marvel, all things DC, and all things movies. But with that being said, this is going to be my non-spoiler review of Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made.
Mistakes were made.
This movie stars Winslow Fegley, Ophelia Lovey-Bond, Kyle Bornheimer, Craig Robinson, and many, many others, and follows the story of Detective Timmy Failure, who has his own detective agency, Total Failure Incorporated. I'm gonna be honest, I had no anticipation for this. I mean, it wasn't one of my least anticipated movies of the year, but I saw a little bit of the trailer and I was like, I don't really know if this is for me. I mean, I did read the books because this movie is based on a series of books. I mean, I thought the books were alright. They weren't anything special like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but they were fun. This movie, however, was not. But like every single negative movie review, I don't want to make this entire video negative, so I am going to talk about the stuff that I liked first off. Winslow Fegley as Timmy Failure, I didn't mind him. I thought this kid, he's got some talent. He's doing a great job. I'll talk about the character of Timmy Failure in a moment. But besides him, in terms of performances, I liked Craig Robinson. I liked his character. I especially liked the character of Flo. Thought she was a genuinely funny character, and I enjoyed her presence. I didn't mind Ophelia Lovey-Bond as the mom, or what's his name, Cripson, something like that. Kyle Bornheimer, his character, I thought he was a fun character. I liked this character. But besides that, the main standout here in the positives is the last 30 minutes of this film it's just actually really good. It's touching, it's powerful, it's funnier than pretty much the rest of the movie combined. It does pretty much every little thing that it needs to for the most part, and actually ends the movie on a pretty high note, which I love it when movies do that. But that's kind of it, because moving into the mixed and the bad, the stuff before the last 30 minutes is kind of atrocious. I'm not saying I hate this movie, but I just don't like it. This movie's the most boring I've seen all year. Granted, we're only a month and some days into the new year, but most boring of the year so far is a pretty big title and a pretty low standard. I wanted this movie to be great because I absolutely fell in love with the last Disney Plus original movie, which was Togo. I thought that movie was phenomenal. This movie was quite the opposite. It is a kids movie, and it's mainly kids in the movie, and I think that's another problem. The performances just aren't very convincing. Yes, kids will probably find some entertainment out of this because kids are watching other kids play these parts, and I guess that would be nice for them, but that's just not something I can relate to. I am not the age of the kids in this movie. I'm just not. So this is just not something that works for me. The humor that's kind of sprinkled throughout, it was alright. I mean, it was pretty much all just That's kind of all it was. I mean, I never really laughed. But for what it was, I mean, it was okay. It was a nice addition to the type of movie they were making. It's just really hard to tell what I didn't like about this movie because the main thing is, it's just really boring. Nothing goes on in this movie. This is another one of those movies that I just can't tell what it's about. What is the narrative of this film? What are we trying to accomplish here? I couldn't tell you. Believe me, I saw the movie and I couldn't tell you. This is a really tough movie to review because there's nothing to review here. Last 30 minutes, solid. The first hour and 10, liquid. What's the opposite of solid? Liquid, yeah? I don't know. There's just no way to describe this movie. There's no way to talk about this movie. My thoughts on it are pretty much that I don't like it. It's really boring. Nothing really goes on. The character, that reminds me, the character of Timmy Failure is so frustrating. He does things that your protagonist is not supposed to do. He's so unlikable that when there's a turn of events towards the end of the movie, it's so pleasing to see because you like this. You never liked this character. I'm speaking from my point of view, but what I'm trying to say is you never found yourself liking this character, so you're enjoying this turn of events. That's not how you're supposed to feel about your main character. Not just Timmy Failure, but so many parts of this movie are just frustrating. Actually, you know what? I do take it back. It is kind of easy to talk about this. I'm not saying this is an awful movie. I'm not saying that this is garbage, but it's just not very good. It's just a plain bad movie. And this one is a bit tougher to recommend because grade, I pretty much know what I want to give this movie in terms of its grade. Recommendation-wise, there are things that some people might like. The things that I liked, I feel like are going to be entertaining for some people. But the stuff that I didn't like, I just don't know if that is stuff that other people will hate as much as I did, or if they're actually going to like that too. Overall, I'm just gonna have to give Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made, a C with 2 thumbs down. By streaming service original movie standards, it's pretty low. By kids film standards, it's alright, but it's nowhere near the amount of perfection that Toga was, and it's nowhere near as fitting for a family movie as pretty much anything else. This is just not a family movie. Everybody in your family is not going to enjoy this. And if you're asking me, hey, I've got Disney Plus, nothing else to do, why don't I put on Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made? What's it gonna cost me? My answer is still no. Don't waste your time. But anyways, guys, those are just my thoughts on this movie. If you have seen it already, if you have Disney Plus, make sure to go down into the comment section down below and let me know what were your thoughts on the movie. That is what I want to know. Did you guys hate this as much as I did? Did you guys love it? Like, just this is one of your favorites of the year. This is one of your favorite Disney Plus original movies. Or were you just in the middle on it? You can't really decide how you feel about it. I would love to hear your thoughts. And like I said at the beginning, if you did enjoy this review and you want to see more just like this one, make sure to click the like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so you don't miss reviews, as well as reactions, rankings, and a bunch of cool series that I like to do on the channel. I do have a very special video coming tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. If you want to see that video, you want to click the notification bell because you want to see that video, but not only that, you want to stay up to date with all things Marvel, all things DC, and all things movies. If you like this review, you'll probably like some of the other reviews that I've done. You can click that playlist right up top, check out that random video while you're at it, click the random playlist down there, and click the subscribe button down there. I will see you in the next one. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and stay positive.